Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a heroic Chainsword build for the Bulwark class in Space Marine 2. Now, this build should work in both patch 11 and patch 12 of the Tech Marine update. Not a ton of changes are coming to the Bulwark class, and the heroic Chainsword might actually get buffed, so it's probably be better than ever in patch 12 anyways. Now, this weapon's heroic perk effect is called Fist Fight. You perform an additional heavy attack after a quick punch. Also, a front kick is replaced with a quick punch, and all heavy attack damage deals 15% more damage. So on this weapon, you can actually skip a part of the combo to reach a stomp, and because of that heavy attack increase, we do build around double stomps on this build, so one of the only builds in Space Marine 2 with the Chainsword that actually uses a double stomp, which is why I'm using it today. Now, for the perk tree setup, I do take Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Swift Recovery. This gives you a double CHP recovery on your heavy attacks, and guess what? We are all heavy attacks on this one, so kind of a no-brainer. Next two perks here are Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength for a 10% melee damage buff. Then I pick up the perk here, Reverberating Impact for better stomp AoE radius, because guess what? We're stomping all around this build, so definitely pick this one up. Next perk here is Combined Onslaught, up here into the perk Trampling Stride. After performing a stomp, hold the attack button to perform an additional stomp. This perk is pretty strong, not as strong as a combo skip on full throttle, but on the heroic Chainsword, you do not need this, so we do pick this up instead. And double stomps actually sound pretty cool in this game, so that's a bit of an upside there as well. Next perk is Heavy Onslaught for even more heavy attack damage, it's kind of a no-brainer for this build. And the final two perks are Minoru Slayer and Extremis Slayer, though you could go up here for Majora Slayer if you want to, but I decided to go here today for that bonus Extremis damage. That's pretty much all there is for this weapon setup. Now, for my secondary, I do take the Heavy Bolt Pistol and Reserve option, mainly because when you take a Plasma Pistol, even though this gun is very good for CHP recovery, on Tyranids, this gun just sucks ass at killing Zoanthropes and Neurothropes, and is not very ammo efficient at all, so having this option does help out with them a lot because they do take way more damage from headshots, and this weapon has no headshot multiplier. Now, for the perk tree on this, I do pick up the perk Divine Might first, moving here into perk Perpetual Penetration, increased capacity, and extended magazine, mainly because ammunition is very important because all we have is a secondary here, and on the Heavy Bolt Pistol, perks like Auxiliary Reload only give you back like 14 to 17 shots, which is really not a ton, so more base ammo is just better in my opinion. Now, for the next perk here, I do take Death Strike. After killing a Majora's level or higher enemy in melee combat, you will deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds. Well, you will be killing Majoras quite a bit with your Chainsword, but on top of that, this perk will function on a melee finisher, not just a melee kill, so even better than it sounds, and a 25% damage buff for 10 seconds is really nice to have. Next perk here is Great Might, up here into the perk Discipline for a 25% damage buff at low ammo. Then pick up Strong Finish, the perk Headhunter, Gunstrike Reload, and of course Tactical Precision, and that's pretty much all there is for the Heavy Bolt Pistol setup. Now for the Bulwark perk tree, I do take one of the best perks in the entire game first, which is Intimidating Aura. A perfectly timed parry deals air effect damage within a 5-meter radius. The cooldown is 5 seconds. This perk just does free damage. That's really all it says. It says every 5 seconds on a parry, you will do free damage to an enemy, and this damage is substantial. It will scale up with difficulty, so on Absolute, on hard stratagems, on hard siege, this will go up even more. Really powerful perk. Kind of ridiculous how free this perk actually is for damage, and some bosses get completely trivialized all on their own just off this one interaction, so definitely pick this up. Though I would say Conviction can be easier to use because a 25% health damage reduction with a base HP increase of 30% on top of Steel Within does make you ridiculously tanky. This one is overall better in my opinion. Next perk here is Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you will take 25% less damage from ranged attacks. Moving here into the perk Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you will take 30% less health damage. This perk is just a free damage reduction pretty much. When you stack this on top of things like your 30% starting HP, the actual survivability of your class goes up dramatically. I do think the perk down here, Armor Reinforcement, is also quite strong, but this one is just better in my opinion. Next perk here is Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all team members automatically restore 1 armor segment. This is one of the best team restore perks in the entire game for armor. It really will save your life over and over in this game. I really think this is a super undervalued perk by a lot of people, and for the most part, this is the best team perk selection for the Bulwark in the game at the moment, and being able to grant armor restore to a class that has none like Tactical, that is a pretty invaluable asset, and Bulwark really is great for not only survivability on its own, but also helping out your teammates. Next perk here is Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies with this area of effect. This perk is such a value perk. It will wipe out Bramble, it will wipe out Minors, it will deal significant damage to Majoris, Extremis, and even bosses. If you put a banner down on a boss to like get the free parries on them, like a Carnifex or something, while your teammates are also focusing them, being able to do free damage on top of that with this perk is so damn strong that I pretty much always pick it up. And we also get more value out of this perk if we take the next perk here, Glory's Shield. All team members in the banner's area of effect take 20% less damage, and the banner lasts 20% longer. This gives you more value out of your purity of purpose for obvious reasons, because your banner lasts longer, and on top of that, having damage reduction here feels really nice, and for the most part, I think this perk is just a ton of fun to play with. Like, yeah, Invigorating Icon is a better perk technically, because getting HP back is pretty broken in this game, but having a longer lasting banner that comes back faster, that's just more fun to play with for me, so I do take this more than I take this perk. Next perk here is Merciless Resolve. After a Shield Bash, Shield Rush, or Thunder Hammer Pommel Smash, melee damage increases by 15%, and you don't lose control for 5 heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This perk is just the only no knockback source we have on this class, so I do just take this here, I should say on this build, because we're not taking Armor Advance, so picking this one up is kind of a no-brainer. The final perk here is Defensive Mastery. A perfect time parry or block instantly incapacitates a Majoris or Extremis level enemy. The cooldown is 90 seconds. This perk will just save your life sometimes. In a clutch boss fight, being able to one-shot an Extremis can make the entire fight easier, because enemies like Lictors, enemies like Raveners, melee Terminators, these are things that lock you down and frame trap you, and getting rid of them for not just yourself but your entire team on a 90-second cooldown may not seem that good initially, but it's far better in practice, so definitely pick this up. This is also an amazing perk in Siege mode, because there does come a point where like one-shotting an enemy is effectively like 3 Melt-A-Bombs of damage, so really good option. Now for the Prestige perk tree, I do take Resilience first. Medicae stims restore 40% more HP. Since we are taking Invigorating Icon here, having a better stim health economy is pretty nice to have, really great option, and Resilience is a pretty underrated perk in my opinion. Next perk here is Overcharge. Held and charge attack damage increases by 20%. This is one of the best melee perks in the entire game. This is a multiplicative damage increase to the heaviest hitting attacks on every melee weapon, and a no-brainer for any melee build, which is 100% of Bulwark builds. Now the next perk is Powerful Shot for a range damage increase of 20%. This is just nice to kill zone throws and stuff like that, which we'll be doing anyway, so I do pick it up. And the final perk is, of course, Masterful Defense. Ability charge restored by 1% for every blocked range attack. This perk is just a godlike CDR perk. Cooldown reduction in games like this is top tier pretty much wherever you can find it, and this is one of the best options in the entire game for that. It is definitely better on Chaos than Tyrant is, mainly because Chaos shoots you all the time, and minigun Terminators will give you back like an entire banner off of this, but even on Tyranids like Devourers and stuff like that, you are able to get some value out of this, and it's definitely worth taking. That's why we take it today, and that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I do think this is one of the best options for like a Heroic Chainsword build, though the Heroic Chainsword might need like a little bit of a buff in some ways compared to other options. In patch 12, they are buffing up the other balanced versions, and I do hope they buff this up alongside of that. Hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And if you want to come hang out with me live and ask me questions about the game, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, guys, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye. I had a balance window for a second there. Okay. Okay. I love when your parry just phases through an enemy 3 times in a row. Granted, we were at like an awkward angle for him in his ass. I'm going down. What's up, Raynar? We are indeed doing well. Let's do a little bit Chainsword heroic run.
Ready to deploy.
You can't wait to put this skin on the blockchain store. It does look really cool. Yeah, for those of you unaware, in the next patch, you will be able to swap all the heroic skins, like the normal variants, as an option. Right, over here. This is definitely like one of the more gimmicky heroic weapons, but it's quite fun. It definitely does damage. Especially when you take overcharge and like assault with it. By no means bad. Power Gladius will be used everywhere. I think the new heroic combat knife looks better than Power Gladius. That was actually pretty peak.
Does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge. Primed explosives. I still have explosives to place, brothers.
How much harder is a true solo with a heroic versus a starter weapon? Well, heroic weapons have relic tier stats, so significantly harder. Or I should say significantly easier than any starter weapon.
I still have explosives to place, brothers. Fresh magazine. This support is ready for demolition.
I thought it was bad because of the one speed it came out with. Well, I mean, they buffed that first of all, but even with one speed, relic tier damage is way better than starter weapon. I was trying to get like a parry off, but even then, you can still do that with this weapon. Alright, let me just get out of here. Ah, yes, the Devourer, my favorite enemy in the game.
We crush the Revenant beast. Our banner awaits our first. Our glorious blood strengthens our resistance. Charge is wide. We are ready to ambush the target, command. The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial our defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Okay. Intimidating Aura is such a good perk. It doesn't matter what weapon you're using. You take Intimidating Aura and you're just cooking.
There's no going back.
Let's go here. I have a practical reason for not using the Gladius skin on Sniper. Can't easily see the Shadows tab charge flashes when cloaked with it. I feel like usually it's kind of get like a timing for that eventually. Like when you play with the knife enough, you don't really need to see the flashes as much. And the Thunder Hammers like tells you with audio. That's a little bit different.
Got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
The leader beast will cross that bridge, and in short order, die to our tactics. Let's use. Without armor support to tackle a
Ain't
target
nothing
that
here.
big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge. All elements needed are prepared. This is a withdrawal order. Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position until the Tyrant command unit is executed.
Have you with a two-handed sword? How lore friendly is that? Not very at all.
Guide our lasguns to your support.
Not very lore friendly.
Ready up, 8th. Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of. Left flank. See us on the roof. Swarm, approaching on the left flank. Fresh magazine.
Put a pile up below. Don't let
The Hive Tyrant.
Who's the most base Primarch?
Within is a whole Xenos between you and Ect.
Probably the Lion.
Attention. It is moving
For being honest, probably the Lion.
pressure.
But there are a lot of good options for that though. So, you know, depends. Pick your poison really.
They're on us. Enemies on our position. Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly. Do not be deterred by its awesome size.
I like how he says that before you can even see it.
see in such an atrocity.
Hold. Give the Hive beast a moment. Detonate the charges now.
What difficulty is this? It's just absolute.
Detonation complete. This is Talassa. The ambush was a success. It's not dead. Our tactics were sound. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the Hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
I'm going to follow. Well, welcome, welcome.
It will be done.
Welcome in. Are a bit low energy today. I'm a bit tired for yesterday's massive nightmare grind, but it was fun. Definitely fun to do. Oh. Three of them. I'll still play. I mean, why not just plant the banner here, right? Oh, I feel like the gun prep too much. That really matters. When you put the banner down, with a Glorious Shield banner, 3 lictors, there's like 0 chance in hell that they are killing you. Oh, no, I wish I had the banner here, but that's okay. Oh, I put my shield for a split second there. As long as you hold your shield button down after an execute, even if you get staggered, it will reduce all the damage from the sniper to 0. Assuming you don't get shot preemptively. That was worth it. Okay, well, I just mistimed that. The other part was definitely worth it. Like in most Bulwark builds, it does feel like the Intimidating Aura perk is 99% of your damage, but that's just the way the game is played. For reason it's like a top 3 perk in the whole game. Cool. Alright, cool. Okay. Get me out of that lock on. That's very foolish. Well, ran that one. Glorious. Mistakes were made. And this time that perfectly. I mistimed this too. Yep. Well, that was like a 50% mistime. Okay. Even worse. That's defensive mastery. Very good. Alright, whatever. We'll get him in the next 10 business days. That was an obnoxious boss fight. That's just how it do be sometimes. Not a whole lot of counterplay options beyond just going for the perfect dodge when you have just a bolt pistol. Can't stop him though. He's getting damaged, kinda, not really. I think if I keep stomping him here, we'll get there eventually. Alright. We'll get him down eventually. Bang. Whoops. Combo. Oh, finally. Riveting gameplay. They have to sit there and stomp. Somehow our foot is reaching higher than our Chainsword slash, but you know what it is. Stomp OP confirmed. Yeah, somehow Arceus broke up this box, I guess, but somehow the foot of the Bulwark is reaching higher than the...
Come on, target is alive and retreating. Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better
That Neurothrow
opportunity
Blazer
to
is so
finish
hard to
it
time the
off.
dodge. It's honestly easier for close. Well, not too bad. It's just like... one of those things. Very thick beam. Definitely easier to get out of the way of.
Resources acquired.
Can I please play with you? I'm not doing viewers games right now. Maybe later tonight, though. Foot has disruption field, apparently. I have to wonder. I never tried that with that reverberating impact because I don't take Chainsword without the 50% bonus AoE. It might not reach at all without that perk. The shockwaves, yep. That's true. It is the definite. I don't know how hard would you have to kick the ground or stomp the ground to actually cause a shockwave that would do real damage?
Hive Tyrant.
That'd be ridiculous, right? Like to generate that much force going outward.
Lord, our fox link is out. We must be nearing the relay. Our duty remains unchanged. Forward. We crush the ravening. The Shinos leader be scaled to build. Take to the roof. We have trampled the chittering pirates. Equipment found. Waste
Okay.
nothing, brothers.
Let's just go finish the Hive Tyrant off.
Follow me through. Encircle and eliminate.
Punch the Hive Tyrant in the face. Let's keep punching him. That's better to actually stomp, but it's funnier if we keep punching him in the face like this.
Undergoing some kind of transformation. Steal your horse.
You shall be punched. Behold. I find looking at this true. Ow. Thank you, Mackie. Hello. Ow. I looked over at that. Oh god. That's a very bad time to do that. Oh dear. God. How annoying.
Fresh magazine.
Bonk. Alright, that's that. Whatever it is. It's all over. Alright, guys. That is probably enough for now. Enough for now. And it'll be done. What's the secret thing on Thursday? I must know. It's past 12. That is the run for now. I might be back on later, but we'll see. That is a Hero Chainsword build. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, brothers. Bye-bye. That was an hour-long stream, but that was a pretty easy one.